Hi guys, welcome to Kokua Fitness and Wellness. In this exercise for longevity series, we are going to focus on scapular movement and stabilization that will help eliminate elbow, shoulder or wrist pain during exercises. Miss Elaine Tan, who holds Master of Sport Science and Sport Pilates fully certified instructor, will be joining us in this series to share her tips and expertise.
It is due to improper alignment of your shoulder blades, shoulders, elbows, and your wrists. And that's the reason why we need to focus on scapular movement and stabilization. What is scapula? Scapula is our shoulder blades. They should lie flat on our rib cage. We must make sure when we are moving our arms, our scapula is very stable. How do we do that? We need to make sure the engagement of the lower fiber, which is around our chest line. If we have proper alignment and engagement of the muscles around the scapula, we will be able to work on our muscles around the arms to be in good alignment for our shoulders, elbows, and our wrist. This will actually help us to prevent injuries like frozen shoulders, golf elbow, tennis elbow, carpal tunnel syndrome. We will showcase you 3 pairs of scapular movements. We have elevation and depression, upward rotation and downward rotation, and we have protraction and retraction. We will also teach you how to stabilize the scapula during workout. We'll do these exercises on the raised up surface because most of the time we have tightness around the hip area and we don't want the hip flexor tightness to disturb our workout. The first pair of movement is going to be elevation and depression. You'll be sitting up nice and tall and you turn your palms towards the front, arms long by the side, stabilize yourself. We're going to go for elevation where you bring your shoulders towards your ears, and depression down, away from your ears. Throughout the exercise, try not to round forward or arch. Okay? Yeah, come back to center. Center and you look straight. Again, we're gonna do elevation and depression. One more set. Elevation and depression. So you will be able to see the movement of the shoulder blades, which is scapula. Once more time. Up and down. Most of the people have this lifting, elevated scapula. That's the reason why we want to think about dropping the shoulders down, working on the lower fiber as we mentioned just now. Now the second pair will be upward rotation and downward rotation. Arms still by the side. You can bring your arms this way, go for upward rotation and downward rotation. Yes. Watch out this in between the scapula. Yes. The lowest part of it, it comes down and in when you go for downward rotation. It goes away when you go for upward rotation. One more time, then down. That's it. The last pair of movement is protraction and retraction. What you're gonna do is just to lift up your arms. Here, stabilize everywhere else. You're gonna move your shoulders and arms forward and backward. Yes, when you go forward, that is protraction. When you go backward, that is retraction. Again, when you go forward, slide the scapula to the front and now to the back. Most of the time, we have protraction too much. All right, this way. So we want to make sure we do some retraction to go back to neutral. And when your spine is also neutral, you do not round the spine or arch the spine as well. Let's recap the common faulty posture. It is with the elevation, upward rotation, and protraction. We want to go for the reverse of it, which is downward rotation, depression, and some retraction. Yes, right now you will feel your scapula lying flat on your rib cage. At the same time, you feel the sense of whiteness across your shoulders and the shoulder blades. You are safe to work out right now. Now that we have learned how to stabilize your scapula, let's do a prep work to help you to improve your plank and push-up. Let's start with the cat pose, which is the prep work. We want to make sure the right angle at the shoulder joint, hip joint, and knee joint. Second, we need to make sure that our shoulder, elbow, and wrist in one straight line. Widely spread your fingers, press on the palm and also the fingers itself to prevent wrist injury. Alright, come to your 4-point kneeling again. Let's do the wrong one to show you guys. That's elevation of the scapula, upper rotation, and then retraction. A very common for the posture when you are doing 4-point position. Yes, you will see this all the time. So how are we going to fix it? We want to do the reverse, which is depression, downward rotation, and slight protraction. The feeling is you are away from the floor, sense of whiteness around across your shoulders and also your scapula. Alright, this is the scapula part. Let's move on to the elbow part. As for elbow, we need to first make sure it is not hyperextended. You always soften it a little. Yes. And we want to go for external rotation from the shoulder and hip. Or you can call that humerus as well. This is the bone. Let's do it again. Yes. Less hyperextension. No hyperextension actually. Okay, good. And external rotation of the shoulder joint. Right now, you're engaging your muscle around this area and it's safe for you to do the workout. Now that we know how to be in the right position during the cat pose, we want to apply this and do our push-up and plank properly. In your 4-point kneeling, tuck your toes in towards you. Maintain your neutral spine, scapula flat, good. Now from here, lift your knees 2 inches off first. Lift your knees 2 inches off first. Yes, once you lift it, stabilize the top here and bring one leg to the back, extend, and another leg as well. So you are in a proper alignment for plank. Most of the time, like I said, people tend to squeeze. Alright, you're going to push yourself away from the floor, slide your shoulders down, turn your elbows in, widely spread your fingers, tighten your core, maintain your neutral spine. Now you are working on the right muscle for plank. The next exercise is push-up. Let's start with this position. Bring your knees to the back slightly, come into a plank position. This is a modified push-up so that you can work on your upper body more. Alright, be in the right posture. Instead of the hiking up, we can try this is the wrong posture. Remember to slide your shoulders down, in, and away from the floor. Now, just bend your elbows as you go down. Inhale to go down. Stabilize your scapula. Exhale, use your chest, tricep to push yourself back up. Make sure your shoulder blades are still wide and go down again. So remember, do not retract the scapula a lot at all and go. Nice, let's do one last one. Make sure the scapula is still wide, lower fiber working and push yourself all the way up. Great, you are now doing the right push up.
Alright guys, now that you know how to do the alignment properly and how to do your push-ups and also your plank correctly, be sure you practice this so that you can save the shoulders and also engage the right muscle during all these exercises. Be sure to follow this channel, Kokua Fitness and Wellness, and comment below what kind of videos that you want us to share in our next episode, and of course, press that notification bell so that you get notified on our new videos every week, and also share this video to your friends and family. Till then, bye!
Downward rotation where you turn your elbow in.
Episode 4, question 1, take 1.
Ni, tolong I nak ambil ni. I want the buy.
Yeah.